Poetry for Warriors.
On the first day of patrol around the mountain of stone, William stood at his post all alone. It was a bright and sunny day. The birds chirped their songs, but somehow William knew that something was wrong. He paced back and forth in front of train tracks, with an old steam engine behind him at his strong back. The humid Georgia air beat down on his brow, but soon came Master Dodd with water and a towel. "It takes a dedicated man to wear his uniform in weather this hot, humid, and warm, but no knight of mine is without some aid. Come, let us stand over in the shade." The master and his knight walked over beneath an old oak, and when William had quenched his thirst, Master Dodd spoke. "I know that your master, Fenris, means well, but I hope there are no hard feelings to tell. I simply wish to help however I can. You understand, William? Do you agree with this plan?" William looked off down the path which he came, and contemplated his response. "I have no shame. What we're doing serves purpose. Of that there is no doubt. But I think Master Fenris's appeal was about the fact that our purpose is only to serve God. That is my only qualm with this mission." Master Dodd nodded and slowly replied, "That is all very important, William. But besides serving the community, how do we serve God? I'm sorry to say, but Fenris's logic is flawed." "I do not understand everything, that much I admit. But in what we do for God, there has to be a limit. Not a limit. That's not the right word. What I mean is that God doesn't rely on our own planning schemes. We have orders, and we carry them out. I hope you know what I'm talking about." Master Dodd smiled and looked at the ground. "Yes, you've great wisdom, Will. That much I've found. You'd be a great asset to my grander plan." Dodd stood up and offered William his hand. William sat puzzled at this curious phrase, and the two stood there in time, stuck in that gaze. "What did you say?" William wondered aloud, taking a moment to wipe the sweat from his brow. "My grander plan," Master Dodd repeated. "There are many ways in Atlanta that the knights are needed. If we do not act soon, this opportunity will cease, and if we act now, we will bring about peace." William stood up at the mention of peace. "Peace at what cost? Answer me this, at least. What are your plans, Master Malachi Dodd, and how much do they differ from the word of God?" William approached Dodd with fervor in his pace, and from many yards off, Brock saw William's face. He read it as anger and ran up to see what this confrontation was about to be. William was too close for Brock's personal pleasing, so Brock shoved him away. His anger began seething. "What is wrong with you?" asked Brock with a grunt. "You better explain yourself for that little stunt." Then came Master Fenris from around the bend. "That's enough, Brock. Stand down. Make this whole end. Now, William, what is the problem?" "Master Dodd says he has plans. He tried to enlist me in it. This whole thing's a scam." "Is this true, Dodd?" "Back off!" Brock shouted and grabbed his axe. "Watch out!" Their blades met with a clash. While Master Fenris pled that they should stop, a third blade reared its head from Malachi Dodd. The knife took a plunge into Master Fenris's back, and in another moment, William's vision went black.
This has been Poetry for Warriors Daily. For more, visit joshuadavidling.com.